Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So today's pick a card reading is going to be who's thinking about you. And I'm going to be honest, some of y'all are really scandalous and it didn't turn out the way I intended. Like I was just trying to be a little bit nosy. I wanted to see, did you have people hating on you, a little love, maybe something related to your job or something. But a lot of these were love messages. There weren't many that weren't love messages, but there are some. So just pick a pile and see. Very descriptive, because not only did we get who's thinking about you, we kind of got to see, we absolutely got into why and what they want. I mean, it was very detailed. So I was just trying to see who it was and maybe the gist of what they want. But, Spirit was very talkative today when it comes to you and your lives, okay? So again, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you stumble upon it, it should resonate if it's for you. With that being said, let's get into it. We've got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll give you a moment to meditate on your pile. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, who's thinking about you? So I wasn't really expecting to need to make this an 18+ reading, but because of your pile, and I don't know what the others have yet, obviously you're the first one, this will have to be, well, I don't have to go into detail. Y'all probably want me to, but if I see details, I will share them. Because this pile is a very sexual energy, okay? So who's thinking about you, right? This is someone that misses you and is fantasizing about you. And when I say misses, I don't necessarily mean that it's someone you're with or that you even know. But I feel like a lot of you may know or know of this person. Okay? There's some distance here. And this person is very lonely with that Bardo and the Hermit card all the way to the left, starting off the reading. So this is the energy this person is in. They are very lonely and by themselves, like very much so. And I know it sounds like an ex, and it can be, but most of you, this is either a current partner or someone that has a crush on you and is interested in you, okay? Like when I split the archetypes deck to shuffle, I saw Siren and Venom on both sides. Again, strong fantasy, sexual craving, desire, tease, okay? I see that most of you, this is that crush, like that person that has a crush on you, like someone new that isn't your partner. For those of you that it is, this is most likely a long distance relationship for some reason, whether it is temporary, like someone relocated for like a project or a job and it will come back soon, or if it's just that is the nature of the relationship, that it is long distance. Specific to some of you, this is someone you met online and this is your primary means of communication, okay? Those of you that have a person that is crushing on you and fantasizing about you, this person is tired of being lonely. So they're preparing to make a love offer and quote unquote claim you as theirs. You can see that where the Bardo and the Hermit, they move into that Page of Swords and the sword energy, right? The Wheel of Fortune shifting things to complete a cycle, to complete the world for completion, something that will complete, right? The sword at the top moving to the Queen, the offering, the Lady. I sense that most, if not all of you that pick this pile are of a feminine nature, right? With that Queen and the lady straddling the offering card. Now, again, this is a person coming in to make an offer. This person doesn't want to be lonely anymore. They're fantasizing about you. All it's doing is making them even more sexually frustrated. All of the fantasies they have. Now, they're not going to stop fantasizing about you because that's the energy of this person right now. They can't stop thinking about you. But they don't want to just be thinking anymore. They would like to be living this life with you. Okay? Experiencing you in many ways. Now, definitely strong commitment tease. Like, this person is coming in with it's not going to be a sexual offer. Even though this is a very strong sexual energy, this person will not, that's not their nature. Remember, even though the Bardo card and the Hermit here represents the energy they're in as a solo, single, lonely person, they are still very much a hermit energy in terms of certain aspects of their personality. They're not going to be that forward. They're not going to proposition you sexually as an offer. That's not the type of person this is. Remember, the Hermit is Virgo energy. So and this person doesn't have to be a Virgo. They may have Virgo placements, but that's just parts of their personality. They're not going to proposition you in that way because that's not how they are, and that's also not how they see you. Remember, we have the Queen and the Lady representing you, and I'll go into more detail in a second about how they see you. But what I'm saying is, when this person comes in, it's going to be a romantic offer, like a love offer. It's not going to be sexual. You won't see that side of them for some time. With that 5 of coins and the 7 of coins, I see this person, again, really wanting, they're tired of fantasizing about you. That's just making them feel more sexually frustrated, more lacking in that 5 of coins card. They're at the point now where they're ready to harvest, which is that 7 of coins. They're ready to reap benefits right now. They're ready to live with you, experience you, right? And with those 2 cards, I see a lot of patience. This is a very patient person coming in, which is why I say you won't see the sexual side of them for quite some time. And it might even surprise you because of this person's nature, the energy that they come in with, and how they are through and I want to say courting, even though that's an old-fashioned word, process, because that is the way that this person plans to pursue you. Okay? Because this is what they're thinking of. They're fantasizing you very sexually, and it's making them sexually frustrated, but they're thinking about courting you in a very traditional way. Okay? And when I say traditional, I mean that, because on the side, okay, you have the Lady, the Cross, the Anchor. This is, again, someone that wants to, quote unquote, anchor you down, lock you down, claim you as theirs. And with that Lady and the Cross card, I see this being a very traditional courting process. Like, I'm hearing, treat you like a lady or gentleman, if there are non-feminine energies here. Especially with that Queen next to the offering, like very reserved energy of courting you and treating you in a way that they deem respectful until it's established, right? Until they can get you to be interested in them truly, because this person doesn't want you to think, because of how strong and powerful their sexual energy is for you, they don't want you to think that that's all they want. Okay? Which is why they're going to be a little patient, and they're going to really traditionally court you, even if that's not how this person is. Like, even if this, like, it doesn't have to be a religious person to be traditional, but again, this person wants you to know they take you seriously, so they're not going to come in with that sexual energy. And again, it's not really their nature to do that anyway, to be that forward. So it's a combination of them not being that way and them not wanting you to take their energy that way, so they're not going to be forward. And like I said, this person has intentions of claiming you, locking you down with that cross combination with the sword. Again, that devil shows how this very much sexual energy, but also that control and wanting to claim you. I say that to let you know that once the relationship is established and you're exclusive or whatever an established relationship will look like to the both of you, expect to see that hypersexual side of them to come out, okay? Because they have very strong sexual feelings specifically towards you. So even if this person wasn't already like a hypersexual person, you bring that out of them for some reason. So there's a lot of sexual chemistry here. And I'm seeing that with, again, the cross, the anchor, the devil. Once they lock you in, once you're locked in and they've got you locked down, I know that sounds scary, the way that I'm saying it. It's not that. It's commitment, strong commitment energy at the end of that pile on that right side. So once they have you fully committed and you're comfortable and they feel like you feel they're fully committed, that devil side's going to come out, and I see it coming out for the first time at this person's home house with that 4 of rods. Okay, so expect to see that side for the first time in that intimate setting, because it's not, obviously, with this person's personality type, I'm picking up on, it's not going to be in public, and I don't see it being on any trip of some sort, because that's not very comfortable, because that's considered public as well. So it will be in an intimate setting at their house home. Okay, so that's who's thinking about you, pile 1. This really was not intended to be primarily a love reading. It was just, I was being nosy. I'm not gonna lie, I was being nosy. I just wanted to see what would come up, who's thinking of you. It could have been anything. It could have been someone jealous, it could have been, something work related, it could have been anything, but you have a person, like a love offer coming in from someone that's having very strong sexual fantasies about you, pile 1. Okay, so if this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, pile 2, who's thinking about you? Now, I'm just going to lead with, it's a little bit scandalous. Now, this is a very specific, story, I want to say, that's coming in. And hopefully it won't be too long, but I'm seeing 3 groups of who's thinking about you. And honestly, pile 2, I wish I knew who you were so that I could charge you, because this is tea. This is really tea. Scandalous. If it doesn't resonate, I'm going to give some general themes before I start with it, just so that maybe those themes can trigger who could be thinking about you if you're not a part of this specific scenario. But this specific scenario, again, of the 3 groups, I'm going to organize it so that it flows coherently and each group leads into the other group, because a lot of you, it will be all 3 groups if this is your specific business that I'm picking up on, because I feel like I'm picking up on someone's specific business. And even if all 3 are not, each group you can kind of tap out of as it goes, because I feel like there's a group of people living a similar situation or coming into the situation at different stages of the situation, if that makes sense. So I'll get into it. So the general themes I'm picking up on are responsibilities, burdens, possible delays, moving into a new cycle, era. This is a love situation, and I'm seeing a lot of commitment, engagement. Okay. Now, some of you, this will be a truly third-party romantic situation. Okay. Some of you, a lot of you actually, if not, I feel like it's most of you, if not all. It's not really it's third party because it will be 3 people involved, but it's not like someone cheated or anything like that. Okay? It just seems like that, or could appear to other people that it's that type of third party situation for most of you. Okay? All because of this person's ex. Now I'm picking up on this reading strong masculine energy, which I feel like I picked up on the first reading, and they might relate if you weren't sure and you felt like you weren't sure which one you wanted to pick, one or two. That pile did have the queen, and this one has the king. And again, it's strong masculine energy of the person that's thinking of you, at least for group of the first group in this pile. Again, there are three. So, like I said, strong masculine energy. Regardless, this person, whatever's going on with the ex, this person has decided that they are going to pursue you with that king in the middle, and it goes down to the Ace of Pentacles and the lady, which I'm going to say is your energy, right? So that's a new beginning. Like, this person has decided to be with you, whether or not this is a person you're currently with or a person that's coming in, because again, this is who's thinking about you. We're going to go in order so that it doesn't get confusing. So this is a masculine energy coming in or already present in your life that is interested in you romantically. But before I get too deeply into that, I want to share that when I split the archetypes deck, because I did this for all piles, I split the archetypes deck to shuffle because that's the first deck I shuffled. And I set the tone of the energy overall of the reading with the two cards that were at the bottom when I split it. And I saw the Maiden and the Thread. Now, it's not on the pile because I didn't want to do that. That was just an overview of what I could expect to see once I lay the cards out. And it did match. So with that Maiden and the Thread, the set energy of the pile is a single feminine with children, a child, as in, you know, the thread lineage, or a single feminine intended or betrothed. I know that's a really old-fashioned word, but that's what I hear, okay, to create or extend a lineage. Okay, now that is the initial energy, and that's very important. Lots of energy here, okay? So I'll break out what I meant by some of you are flowing at different stages of the situation. So like I said, some of you are in this energy currently, like all the way through the three groups. Some of you have made it to the end of the third, like are currently in group 3. Some of you are currently in group 2 and will move into group 3 if you don't tap out at group 2. Like, you don't remove yourself from the situation at group 2. A lot of you will move on to group 2 soon, and eventually group 3 if you don't tap out at group 1 or 2, right? Because at any stage of this situation, you can remove yourself. But this is who's thinking about you, and it's very odd because it's interesting that there's the group of people going through the same situation at various stages. That's very interesting to me because, again, it is a very specific situation. But the reason why I am picking up on future energies is because of this cycle and how the energy is all intertwined, because a lot of you are already at group 3 or 2, and I can already see in group 1 you're headed to group 2 if you don't remove yourself. Like, that's just how the energy came in. That's what Spirit's telling me, okay? So, like I said, lots of energy. So, let me start with the group 1 that I already tapped in. That's that king energy, that masculine. Like I said, this is either your current partner or someone you'll be getting to know soon. Similar to pile 1, like I said, if it called you and maybe apply, there's someone interested in you that either has approached you romantically that you're in a relationship with or will approach you romantically. There's lots of love here with the heart, the gem, the kiss, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. They're really trying to get something going here with you, okay? So some of you will stop completely at this group 1. Okay? This will be the only person that's thinking about you for some of you, because you may choose to walk away most of you will move to pile, well, not pile, to the second group within this pile, or already have. Let me clarify. This masculine that's thinking about you has serious obligations. I'll list what I hear. So, okay, some of them recently separated from a partner that is very much reliant on them for support with that sustainer card, okay? With that 10 of Wands, that's a burden. That's someone that, relies on them heavily, okay? Some of them were simply married and are now divorced or in process of a divorce. Like they were just married to someone, no children involved. Some of them were married with a child or kids. Some of them were never married, just in a long-term relationship with a person that they have a child or children with. All right? Yeah. So this masculine that's constantly thinking about you is worried that pursuing you will create a lot of drama, especially in your life, because of what they perceive as their baggage, their past, right? This person is actively trying to clear any confusion and restore clarity and balance to the situation. They want to clear this up before approaching you or further committing to you, okay, depending on where you are in this. But honestly, the energy I see, I don't, Spirit is telling me it's not really possible to clear it all up and then start with you, just because of the people involved and the way that they are, okay? And the way that the situation is just going to have to play out for everyone's growth, I guess, right? Because we all have a purpose and a growth. And I feel like the situation is really triggering that group two's growth. Unfortunately, it's sad, side note, but it does look like this second group that I'm going to talk about that's thinking about you, this second party in the situation, is definitely going to have a serious growth via your union with this other person. For whatever reason, that was what was meant to happen. But back to this first group. This drama with this ex, right? I'm going to say that because that second group, that second person is that ex. We're going to get to this person. But that drama with this person, this ex, is unavoidable. Again, a lot of you, some of you will move on from the situation. It's too much drama for you. It's not going to work. You're going to not pursue this connection. Because I'm getting, like I said initially, strong maiden, single, feminine, no children vibes from some of you. And you have options in your mind in life and other possible suitors with less drama, right? Especially with that Empress card, life is fruitful. So you're going to 8 of Cups right out of there. Okay, some of you will dip. So others of you are really connected with this person and don't want to give up on this connection because of the potential you see, okay? And again, some of you are already in a relationship committed to this person. So let's get to group 2. The second person that's thinking of you, the ex. Some of you, the masculine in this connection left the ex for, but I don't feel like that's the case for the majority of you. I feel like most of you, that was not the case, no matter what is said or what is created in this drama, right? This is either an ex-wife that was kept but had no kids, an ex-wife with a kids, or a long-term partner with a kid or kids, okay? This person, this ex, feels you're stealing or stole their life, all right? Remember the maiden and the thread, that single feminine energy, single woman lineage. There's a strong evil eye, jealousy energy here with this ex, okay? This ex is not going to go down without a fight, no matter which group, okay? And plans to make it very difficult for your union. Look at that, okay? You've got, in the death card all the way to the left, it's like someone's trying to squash out. Obviously, no one's gonna, I hope no one physically attacks anyone, but that's possible. But it looks like someone's trying to make this smaller person go away, and then You have the Knight of Wands, which is, battle. It's like you're trying to restore balance with the Justice. Lots of chaotic energy here with that 10 of Wands. Okay. And then you have that 6 of Blades in this deck, but it is the 6 of Swords in reverse. This person is refusing to move on. Right? So this ex will see or does see red. This ex that's thinking about you is thinking about the future you're going to have with this person or the life that you're already living, depending on what stage you fall in. Remember when I said that at the beginning? Hopefully it makes more sense now that I'm talking about it. Like, you're going to be at different stages, all of you, in this scenario. This ex sees red when they think of this masculine marrying and having kids with you. These are the 2 triggers for this ex, okay? Marriage, kids. All of the exes have these 2 triggers, but I'll emphasize the strongest ones that are coming in. So the ex-wife with no children either struggled to conceive, or your person, your love interest from the first section, said they didn't want children, and by not wanting children they really meant with that person. So eventually, or currently, wherever you fall, when you have children with this love interest or this person you're with, prepare for the third group. Prepare for group 3, okay? And prepare for group 2 to get worse. Just prepare for the drama. If they run you off before then, this is where you tap out. Like, if you're not going to get to the point where you have children with this person, because you committed to the situation initially, but then the ex got too crazy, or you perceive, it's too much, you're not doing it, you have that right. No one is judging you for that. So this is where you will leave if you do not make it beyond this point with this person. Now, the other one that's coming in strongly is the ex that was never married to this person you're with or your love interest, but they had children. Like, they were together for a long time, but they never got married, but they did have children. They feel your person strung them along for years without prioritizing marriage, and this ex never gave up hope until this person is or will propose, engage, marry you. Okay, by the way, the heart's desire, I see the heart card at the top. It's straddled by the starborn, which I consider like it's a cracked egg, like a hatching egg, child being born. And then on the other side of the heart, you have the gem, which is like a diamond, which people would consider like a diamond ring. So that's where you have this energy that I just got through talking about, that I'm talking about right now, because it's straddling the heart, as in the heart's desire. This is what this second party, the ex, is really strongly wanting from the first person that they never got, and that they're holding not only this person but you accountable for that pain and trauma. That's what's coming in. So like I said, it's gonna trigger this person to see you living what they felt they wanted, what was owed to them, that your current person, their ex, promised them that they're going to see you with, right? Whether it's children, marriage, lifestyle, any or all of those. With that being said, this person, like I said, these are the triggers. When I say trigger, I mean that. This person will feel wronged, and they will, and like I said, I feel sympathy for the pain, because I do feel like it, for whatever reason, it seems almost divinely orchestrated that this union will create so much pain for them. Hopefully in the end, I do see that it could lead to their growth, and they could be better off in the long run, and they will heal. But right now they are in the energy of, as of this reading, of lashing out once they see what they felt was owed to them given to another. Okay, and that's when I see court, custody battles, demanding spousal support, lots of outlandish requests. Okay, telling everyone you're a home wrecker, that your person abandoned them, left them with nothing. Again, 6 of Blades in reverse, refusing to move on and refusing to allow that person to move on with you, and you not wanting, and them not wanting you to move forward with the life that they feel was owed to them. That leads us to group 3, the public, aka your social circle or network. That's the third group. Now I'm gonna clarify. So to recap, you've got the first person that's thinking of you, which is your person that you're currently with, or a potential love interest that's coming in, that's wanting your relationship and thinking about being with you long term, but thinking about their quote unquote baggage, that's hindering that. You've got the second person, second group, which is the jealous and very bitter ex who's wishing the evil eye on you, causing havoc, slandering you to everyone you all know, right? Now, because the ex is so wild, they're all looking at you. And all of the people that you knew, all of the previous people from the friendships that these two people had, all of the people that knew this previous relationship are now watching, because again, the ex is so loud. And even if that person wasn't as loud, people would still be curious, just because these two people were together for a while and everyone knew. So they're going to be watching. Now, some of them are happy that your person found love. Some believe you are a homewrecker. All of them are extremely nosy. That's the message. All of them are nosy. Lots of nosy people thinking about the situation, having their own opinions, trying to figure out when you got together, how it's all going. That mice card on the right at the bottom, and the owls card at the bottom left. You've got the writer, he's pursuing the lady, and then you have the journal, which is a secret, or a secret that's revealed. That's what these people are talking about, right? Like when you got together, what's going on, why the ex is behaving as she is. That's what's going on. Especially once the relationship becomes quote unquote public or revealed, because I do see your person defending you in some way publicly with the Knight of Wands and the Justice card. Okay? Lots of opinions here. Oh, and by the way, I know I mentioned all kinds of legalities and such. Okay, so to touch on the legalities that I did mention, like, child support, spousal support, those types of things that this ex was demanding, they will get what they deserve. Like, they will get enough to sustain their children, or if there is entitled spousal support, they'll get that. It just won't be anywhere near what they were demanding, okay? And that's probably going to create more confusion and more bitterness on their end, because they feel like they were wronged, right? So that's probably going to fuel this third group as well, because they're going to spread a lot of lies and rumors and such. And all of this confusion will lead to even more gossip in your circle, okay? So very specific case, but lots of mini groups in them. Hopefully this resonates for someone out there, because I don't know whose personal business this is. All right? So that being said, if it did resonate, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, pile 3. So who's thinking about you? There's a lot of messages that need to come in, so I'll get to them, but I'm going to lead with the general message is that this is an older feminine /mother/woman with child, person, whoever fits that description, they're thinking of you. And this is someone that either is actively trying to destroy you or simply has the tea or information that could destroy you. All right. So like I said, I see a few different energies here, but they all have a similar essence. So I'm going to get this part out of the way. If you came from pile 2, there was a current or potential partner's ex, and this feminine energy, carried over into this pile. So you probably should watch that if you were called to pile 2. But you should definitely watch out for this woman more than I thought from that reading, because you have two strength cards on each side. So she's coming in very active and heavy. All right. Now, with that out of the way, those of you that were drawn to this pile only, like I said, this is a very strong feminine energy. Most likely a woman with a kids, with that mother card, especially. So I'm going to list the specifics that I see, but it could be anyone that's fitting of that mothering, older woman that has a children description. Okay. Some of you, this is still the ex of your current partner or someone that likes you, even if not pile 2. Okay. That wants to create confusion and sabotage the relationship. Some of you, that is the case. Some of you, this is your partner's mother, a maternal figure, older sister, etc., that doesn't want you two together. Okay, whether it's because they don't like you, they don't trust you, whatever it is, they're scheming, or they have the tea, right? Because there's a snake there. So they either see you as the snake or there's a snake involved. And then another example, you can flip it. Okay, it's your mother not approving of the union, or maternal figure, older woman in your life close to you, or sister, something like that in your life that doesn't approve of your partner because they're either actively scheming or have the tea. All right. Now, with the 3 of coins, it doesn't have to be this romantic situation. It doesn't even have to be that personal, because it could definitely be someone you work with. Okay. They either don't like you and are actively trying to sabotage you, or they have some sort of tea on you or know some information that could ruin you. Regardless, the specific energy for all of you is that this is a very feminine energy that is very active in their thoughts, and they don't simply think, they move to sabotage, create confusion, especially with that 7 of elixirs. You have the clouds, the forest, the destroyer. Again, they're either moving in this energy or they have information of this energy, right? Especially with that Knight of Wands, lots of activity. I'm seeing a goal here is to expose something, reveal something. We've got that Magician card. You've got the 9 of Cups. There's a genie coming out of it, revealed. There's some wish being granted. And then you have the clouds, the snake, the sun, like revealing someone's true colors. Could be you, could be your partner, wherever it applies. I have a very specific message coming in. Some of you, your partner belongs to the streets. Like, this is very much player, womanizer energy, or whatever the female counterpart of womanizer energy is. Like, I see this person cheating with a lot of people. Okay? Like a lot of people, because you've got the Magician, which is a card that is considered like a player card, the Knight of Rods, which is Wands, which is a player card, 7 of Elixirs, which is lots of choices, options, with 2 strengths on the other side, right? So this person is definitely for the streets. Some of you are dealing with this person, and they're definitely dealing with a lot of people. And the snake is also considered to be the card of the other woman. So some of you, this person that's thinking of you, this older woman, mother energy that's thinking of you, it's not scandalous in their, I mean, the situation is scandalous, but in their mind, they want to tell you without creating drama, and it's causing stress. So not all of the people here are negative and just talking behind your back. I feel like some of you, this is a group with that 3 of coins that knows this information, that's keeping it from you. Okay, this person, this with this player energy in this spread, it's possible that for some of you that this player womanizer energy, this person's gotten someone pregnant with that snake, the other card next to the sun. I see that. The mother card confirms with those. And also you have the magician and the ace of wands. That is creator energy. And it could definitely be a child on the way, because the image on the ace of wands is that of a mother and a child she's holding, okay? So that's a specific message, but that could be what's happening. So those of you that are knowingly dealing with someone that has that energy of being for the streets, or if you don't know, just kind of be mindful, because people are kind of talking about you behind your back. Okay, some people can see that this person is all over the place, and either they want to tell you or they're kind of kikiing about it behind your back. And then some of you, there's a more mature feminine influence that doesn't want the relationship to happen, so they're trying to break it up for whatever reason. And it doesn't have to be these specific cases towards the end, because those were for specific people, like the whole for the street situation and possible baby on the way. That doesn't have to resonate. There's just an older figure that either doesn't approve of the relationship, or is something dealing with your work or a group you're a part of, okay? So like I said, lots of messages that intertwine that are not necessarily the same. That's just how it came out. So like I said, the general message here for this pile is that this is an older feminine, mother, woman with child energy thinking of you. Okay, and again, they're either trying to actively destroy you, or they have the T information that could upset, destroy you, okay? All right, pile 3, so this is what happened. I already filmed your reading, but I'm realizing now that I didn't mention your overall energy once I split the, what is that? Archetypes deck. In the pile 1 and 2, when I split the decks initially, there was an overview energy. And I wanted to clarify that energy because it was very important to the overall spread once I flipped the cards for those 2 piles. And I'm realizing that it was very important for you as well. So when I did that, because I used the archetypes deck first, so I split that deck to shuffle before any of the others. You had the creator on one side and the mask on the other. Now that's very important because, as I said in this pile, you have, there's a specific scenario where there's a person around you that can't be trusted, and it's like everyone else knows, right? Like someone's wearing a mask. There was even a situation where someone might have made a baby, like gotten someone else pregnant while with you, if that specific case resonates. But there's some information, there's someone around you that has information that could affect you in your life, okay? And it is a feminine energy, but in the pile there was also some masculine energy with that Knight of Wands and the, what's the other card? The Magician. Because again, I've already done this pile, but I just wanted to come back and make sure that you knew that the creator was there and the mask was also there. So the creator, creation, you know, manipulation of things is very similar to that Magician energy, which again, when I split the deck, I hadn't even made it to the tarot decks yet for that magician to be there. So that's how heavy that energy is in this spread. So anyone in your life that could be manipulative, maybe a man you can't trust, maybe a maternal figure you can't trust, or the both of them, just it could resonate in many ways for you. Just kind of keep your eye out, because again, while this reading is about who's thinking of you, like who's thinking about you, I feel like these people have very critical information to your life or are manipulating your life in some way that you don't see, especially with that mask card and some of the other cards that were in the deck. I feel like you had the Seven of Cups, the clouds. I'm going from memory, so please bear with me if I misspeak, but I feel like you had a lot of those cards in this pile, because right now I'm about to do the intro and I'm sorry, so I don't have it laid out anymore, but that's very important information for you, pile 3, okay? Like I said, if it resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.